Alright, Chef Buck here, and today we're going to cook up a delicious seafood gumbo. Got my burner on right here, so we're going to heat our oil up, because the first thing we're going to do is make a roux. Having a nice creamy thick roux to start with is going to be key for our gumbo for a thickener. But then we've also got okra over here that I've just chopped up, some fresh okra, and that's going to add a nice little creamy thickness to our gumbo. Now I've got my oil heated up, and I'm going to add in my flour. So I'm going to get my flour mixed in with my oil. We're going to stir it around, get the lumps out of our flour, and now I'm just going to stir it forever and ever. So you see I've gotten the flour smoothed out there in my oil, and now I'm going to be stirring this consistently. I had it on medium heat and it was bubbling a little bit, so now I've reduced it down to a medium low. I got my headphones here and I'm going to be listening to a podcast. And camera girl's going to turn off the camera and she'll come back periodically. But I'm going to be stirring this probably for another 30 minutes.
How's it going? You're about 20 minutes in.
It really doesn't look any different, does it?
It doesn't until it does.
The change is going to come pretty quick, but it's going to take a long time to get there. So don't be discouraged, that things aren't happening fast, because you don't want them to happen too fast. If it happens too fast, then it's not going to work for you. It takes a long time to develop the roux, but this is going to really make our gumbo super duper delicious.
How long has it been?
So it has been just shy of 50 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take my headphones off. It's almost like a coffee ice cream color. So we've really toasted up that flour. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of butter in here to finish it off. So we'll have a little bit of that creamy, buttery flavor. So now I'm going to throw all of my veggies in here. We're going to start to cool this down so my roux doesn't get burnt. I got a whole heap of onion here. I got some pepper here, a little red and green pepper, mostly green pepper, and some okra. Now the okra is key. I've got this sliced up, and this is going to be a great thickener. Got a little bit of celery for crunch, and then 3 large cloves of garlic. Now for some seasoning, I got some thyme here. Give this a little rub, wake up these flavors. I got some smoked paprika. Now this is a tablespoon. Seems like a lot, and we might even add some more later. Smoked paprika has such an overwhelming flavor, but it's going to get lost in this gumbo, believe it or not, even with this much. We used this Creole seasoning for the last batch we made, and it was really good. And you can find any kind of pre-mixed seasoning like this here, but really it's just a bunch of salt and chili powder. And I got a whole heap of it right here. But I might add some more of this later on too. But that'll be enough to get us started. Now you can throw in a little bit of broth. We're using chicken broth. You can use veggie broth. You can just use some clam juice. If you've got a seafood broth, you can use that there. You can just use water if you like. But a little bit of broth will be nice. So this will add a lot of flavor and salt as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat up to medium high because we want to get our pot bubbling. I got a little bit of tomato sauce I'm going to throw in here. And then I got a can of diced tomatoes. These are just petite chopped up tomatoes. Get everything mixed together. Let me go ahead and cover this up and give it a few moments to come to a bubble. Since we're in New Orleans when we're making this gumbo, we had easy access to some gumbo crabs. And these crabs are already cleaned up. And it's definitely not necessary to use this ingredient in your seafood gumbo. But it adds a really cool look. And it'll add a little bit of flavor too. Just stir our crabs here into the mix to get a little seafoodiness going. But this is just the smallest part of our seafood ingredients. Cover this up so it'll come up to a bubble. So my pot's coming up to a bubble, and I'm going to reduce the temperature just down to medium. And I'll keep an eye on it, but I want it to simmer. I want it at a nice low simmer. And I'm going to let it simmer away for about a half hour. And while that's going on, I'm going to prep the rest of my seafood. And I just got some fish on sale here. I got a little tilapia and some cod and some shrimp. So I'm going to cut this fish up into some smaller pieces. But you can use whatever kind of seafood you like. You definitely want a little bit of shrimp, some white fish, and then Camera Girl really loves using a little bit of crab meat. So we've got some actual crabs in our pot, that's going to give it a great look. But those don't have really a lot of crab meat in them, but we're adding a whole lot of lump crab meat. I'm going to go ahead and prep this fish, and we'll see you in a half hour. Beep, 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 beep. Got a little bit of seafood in here with the crab, but now it's time to get seafood extreme. But before we get seafoody extreme, we're gonna go ahead and throw a little dish dash of Worcestershire sauce in there. Probably about a tablespoon. Now I got some hunks and chunks of fish right here.
Yours are bigger chunks than mine.
That's right, I like chunky chunks. I got some shrimp, peeled and deveined. And now I got my lump crab meat. And that's optional. You don't have to do this lump crab meat thing. You don't have to go down to the bank, and talk to the guy and take out a loan and get the lump crab meat. Just skip the lump crab meat.
Or add part of it. Don't add as much.
There's no inexpensive amount of lump crab meat. Now we're gonna get all this seafood stirred up in here. Look how crazy thick this seafood gumbo is with seafood.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up and it'll return to a simmer. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's so good. But we like a lot of Flavor Flav. I'm gonna add about another tablespoon. Yeah. Boom, of this here Cajun Creole seasoning. And a little bit more smoked paprika. What the heck, I'm gonna end up putting in a whole other tablespoon. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. And then we'll add just a wee little bit more extra salt because it's gumbo. So I've been cooking this gumbo for 2 hours and it took me about an hour to prep the ingredients for this here. So this was like a 3-hour process. So you're not gonna whip up this gumbo lickety split. Now you could just serve this just like this here in a bowl with some bread, or you could serve it over some rice. There's our delicious seafood gumbo. Put some green onions on top of our rice to give it a little bit of color. It is so good. I'll have a link down below and take it over to myfoodchannel.com. You can check out all our recipes over there. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate the support. And we'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.